You unlock this door with the key of your imagination. Somewhere between light and shadow, between science and superstition, we invited you to submit a story of things and ideas that could become as timeless as infinity. And you did. The Rod Serling Memorial Foundation proudly presents the winners of the Narrate Your Own Twilight Zone competition. Congratulations. Witness the dissolution of a small town ridden with a pestilence it can no longer control. Enter a whimsical man in a multicolored suit. In a moment, this piper will play a haunting tune, but one this town is not prepared to hear, for a price it is not prepared to pay. The music, it has the power to enchant because it was composed long ago in the Twilight Zone. The playgrounds and ball fields lie empty now, and the laughter of children is no longer heard in the streets of Hamlin. This little nameless town is dying. So if a whimsical man in a multicolored coat appears on your doorstep with a catchy tune and an offer to help, better think twice. For the music he plays may cost your last hope and leave only fading echoes from the distant and forgotten hamlets of the Twilight Zone. Now a word from our sponsor. News, photos, articles, awards. Visit rodserling.com. Scenes from a recurring nightmare. Meet one Charles Charlie Brown, who, like the mythical Sisyphus, again and again finds success snatched away at the very last minute. But instead of a heavy stone and an unforgiving hill, young Charlie's burden is his simple, boyish desire to kick a football on a bright fall day. But as he will soon discover, his run toward the smiling young girl holding that pigskin upright will once again be a dash straight into the Twilight Zone. Flat on his back, looking up to the empty sky, young Charlie Brown has still not learned the one lesson his many failures should have taught him. For some people, nothing, not even a smile from a little red-haired girl or 5 cents worth of psychiatric advice, is enough to pay the fare for a ticket out of the Twilight Zone. And now another word from our sponsor. Honor this great man's legacy by donating and joining the Rod Serling Memorial Foundation today. Imagine, if you will, a winter wonderland where beneath sparkling snow there exists an ugly truth, the limited vision of a man they call Santa Claus, a reindeer flying coach selecting amongst all only the special few. Observe him humiliating a deer with an anomaly, a glowing nose, and chiding an elf desperately longing to be a dentist. Watch as this one man tyrannically flings nonconformists as misfits to the icy brink somewhere in the Twilight Zone. We ask, is humanity capable of existing beyond the frosty bounds of established normalcy? In one polar dark night saga, one man crept close to the glacial edge of despotism. In a frigid moment, he rebounds from his crime, and upon the vast expanse of his conscience is consigned to slay the night sky once a year with gifts for all, somewhere in the Twilight Zone. How did Rod Serling's work affect your life? At rodserling.com, you can read other people's stories and tell your own. Tell us about it. We're listening to you. Portrait of a man whose idyllic world has descended into a nightmare. Just 1 year ago, Andy Dufresne enjoyed the heights of success as a top-tiered banking professional and husband to his beautiful wife. He now walks through shadowy cement archways into the Twilight Zone. Pressure, time, a poster, and a rock hammer. The human heart's capacity to hope can be without limit in spite of the most hopeless of circumstances. It can dissolve even the thickest concrete walls and sharpest barbed wire. Andy Dufresne, who proved that some birds aren't meant to be caged in or out of the Twilight Zone. Happy holidays from all of us in the Twilight Zone.